So I'm wearing green in honor of Wordle because I'm a total nerd. I just wanted to talk about Wordle because it's been a year, for me anyway, of playing the game. Now it was around before then, but I didn't find out about it right away. Wordle is an internet word game created by software engineer Josh Wardle. And he first created it for his wife, for him and his wife to play, and then he shared it with family and friends, and everybody loved it. And then he made it public in October 2021. It became really popular apparently in December 2021 when he added an emoji component to it so that you could cut and paste your score and share it on Twitter, which everyone started doing. Now that's how I found out about it, because I kept seeing people sharing these little green and yellow squares, and I'm like, what's that? And sometimes you'd see trending Wordle, whatever number, or Wordle X when people didn't get it. So I was curious. Usually I don't follow the crowd on anything, but I thought, you know what, I like word games, so I tried it and I loved it. I was hooked. So I've been playing ever since. Now, my goal, I wanted to have 100% win and to keep going as long as I could. I never wanted to get Wordle X. And my goal was to get to 100 games, 100% win, which I did. Unfortunately, early on, I changed my service providers, and long story short, there was one day I was without internet. And if you don't play Wordle every day, your streak is broken. So my streak was broken. It still says 100% win, but it bothered me that I didn't have the streak. Anyway, but yeah, so every morning I play the Wordle. It's just once a day. They have a new 5-letter word every day. And of course, you have 6 tries to guess the word. If you guess the right letter in the right place, you get green. Right letter in the wrong place, it's yellow, and if the letter is not in the word at all, it's gray. So anyway, yeah, I usually get it in 4 guesses, so I guess I'm average. A couple of times it's gone to 6, and that's really stressful because I'm so afraid I'm going to lose my streak. I've never gotten it in 1. Now, I start with the same word every day. I always start in tiers because to me, those are all common letters, and usually I get a few hits from that. And if I get nothing, then that tells me a lot as well, because then I have less letters to choose from. So anyway, I'm going to show you a sample day of me playing Wordle today, so you'll get to see it. So yeah, but I love it, and usually I'll play the Wordle and then I'll log into Twitter. I never log into Twitter until I've already done the Wordles, because I don't want to see any spoilers or anything. Like in the beginning, some people, they were just downright rude. Like they post the answer, trying to ruin it for you. It's like, that's no fun. Now what I do like sharing subtle hints, because to me it's funny. Once you've done it, it's like an inside joke, right? And I mean, I don't want to spoil it for people if they haven't done it, but to me, just don't log into Twitter until you've done it. That's what I do. So I always say spoiler alert, not so subtle hints, and then I'll share like a little joke about what the word was that day. So I tend to do that every day. But I actually had one of my followers send me a message threatening to block me if I didn't stop sharing my Wordle hints. And I thought she was kidding at first. Like, this was not a friend, but an acquaintance on Twitter. We got along, and she said, I think the world of you, but if you don't stop doing this, I'm going to block you. And I'm like, I thought she was kidding, but she wasn't. And I said, well, why don't you just log into Twitter after you've done the Wordle so you don't see any spoilers? She goes, oh no, that's impossible. No, I'm on Twitter all the time. I'm like, in the pandemic, there's so few things we can control. And I like having a routine and things that I can control. So I like playing the Wordle and going to Twitter and sharing my hints. If you don't like that, that's fine. Like, I'm not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but I'm not going to stop. So yeah, I share my subtle hints. But anyway, it's been 365 games, and still I've got my 100% win. So that was my goal. I've got through the year. So now, if I get that dreaded Wordle X, oh well. Or maybe I'll just tire of it and stop playing. I don't know. But at this point, like, it's once a day, and it's nice. It's routine. And almost my favorite part of doing the Wordle is making a townscaper afterwards. Like, when I discovered Townscaper, I saw other people, they were making little houses out of their Wordle score. And I'm like, oh, how do you do that? And then I found the site. So I started doing that too. So that's almost my favorite part now, is making the little houses. So I'll show you that too. how you make the townscaper, and I'll share my townscaper through the year because there's a lot of little buildings, so it's cute, you know, and even the birds move around. It's animated. It's a cute little world. So yeah, these are little things to pick you up, you know, in the middle of the apocalypse. So okay, so I'm not sure how this is going to go, but I thought it'd be fun to play Wordle on camera. So I'll show you how I play Wordle every day. So I always start with the same starter word, tears, just because what if it finally did come up? It hasn't so far, but I didn't start playing right when the game started, so maybe they already used it before I even... So tears is usually a good starter word because you usually get at least a couple letters. This time I only got one. So, okay, so R is somewhere, but not there. So we can try something else. Let's see. What row? Last, no, that's too many letters. What about roust? No, I don't know if that's a T. Rogue. I try not to use letters that I know are wrong, like the ones that are grayed out. But sometimes if I can't think of anything else, then I will. Oh, rough. Let's try that. Enter. Okay, well now we've got a couple. We know the R doesn't go there or there, so it has to go there, there, and there. What about, okay, orbit. There's no T, but maybe R is at the end. Oh, what about prior? Because then, yeah, then I get to try the R in a couple of places. Let's see how that goes. Okay, so we found where the R goes, but we've still only got those two letters. It's pretty bad, okay. Q, there are too many Q words, and the U's already taken, so that's no use. What about... Oh, wrong! Oh, but there's no G. We can try the O in that spot. Don't want to use... Let's think what else can have R as the second letter. Okay, so maybe the O goes there. Wrong would have been a good one, but there's no G. Bro. Brock, is that a word? Oh, croc, maybe. Let's try croc. Croc. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we only have to get one more letter, but we get two. I don't think there's too many other things that can be. Rock, that's not a word. Drock, is that a word? Frock. Like a dress. It has to be frock, I think, because what else? Rock isn't a word. Brock, I don't think that's a word. It has to be frock. I hope so, because we're down to our fifth guess, and I don't like to go to 6 because that's too scary. Okay, so here goes, guys. Hopefully this is it. Frock. And I love when they all turn green. So yeah, so there you go. I'm almost at my 365. And then you just hit this, you share it, and I share it on Twitter. So thanks for watching me play. Okay, so I just thought I might as well show you how I make a townscaper. So you hit share. So you go to the site Townscaper and you just paste in here where it says tweet contents. Goes in there. And then you hit parse. And then I hit remove gaps on the ground, generate, and then you click this. And then it takes a while to generate it, but it's really cute. Like, it even has animated little seagulls flying around, and the water moves, and it's like this whole little world. So it's almost my favorite part of the Wordle is turning it into a townscaper afterwards. And I'll show you, like, the whole year I've saved the screenshots of my little townscapers, so hundreds of them. So anyway, hopefully this doesn't take too long. Sometimes it takes a while. Here we go, and it's gonna turn my score into a little house. It's cute. I mean, during the pandemic, being home all the time, it was nice to have the game as a routine, like every day, get up, do the Wordle, turn it into a townscaper, and then share it on Twitter. Okay, so here we go. Here's my townscaper. Cute. It's one thing about when it takes you longer to get it, at least it's a bigger townscaper. So yeah, so the yellow and the green tiles have been turned into this townscaper. And it's so cute, like it's animated, the pigeons move around, and like the water moves. And you can add on to it, like you can build other things. I've never done that though, I just do the Wordle and that's it. So I do a screenshot, and then I share that on Twitter. So then I log into Twitter and I share my score. And then I always give a little hint with it. So put spoiler alert just in case somebody doesn't want to know if they haven't already done it. And I'll put not so subtle hints. And then I think up something to do with the words. So I was lost with nothing to wear. Then I was able to address the issue. Laugh and a wink. Spoiler alert, not so subtle hints. I was lost with nothing to wear, but then I was able to address the issue. Got it in 5. Cute townscaper. So yeah, I don't know if that's a subtle hint. Like, to me, if you hadn't already done it, would you get that? That it was a dress? Dress is the key, I don't know. Maybe I should put a little dress in there. Dress emoji. Or is that too obvious? I don't care, like, it makes me laugh. People don't like it, oh well. I actually had somebody block me because of my not so subtle hints. So I'm like, whatever, you do you. Okay, cute townscape. Oh, and then I add in the picture. So there's my tweet. Spoiler alert, not so subtle hints. I was lost with nothing to wear, but then I was able to address the issue. Got it in 5, cute townscaper. Okay, I'm gonna tweet it. Usually only a few people like it, but whatever, it makes me smile. So that's my morning routine. Tweet. And then I usually do a cat one too. Solving today's Wordle like. And then I use a cat picture. It's just what I do. I mostly do doom scrolling and cats, so it's just what I do. Wordle. Oh, and I have a picture of my cat Allie in a dress, so I'm going to use that. Oh, there she is. It's the funniest one. I'll put spoiler alert in here too. So that's what I do every morning, and then I doom scroll and I share cat pics and gifs, and yeah, that's what I do. Oh look, misinformation is trending. No wonder. Okay, bye for now. Anyway, just wanted to do a video on Wordle, and yeah, it's been a year of Wordle, and still got my winning streak going, so yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care. Stay safe.